My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. My apologies. So OBS kept giving me issues. I was running the down camera here to guys kind of show you a closer view of the build. So my apologies. Hopefully the audio is good. We'll get started here, wait for a couple more people to jump in, and then we'll just go right into the giveaway for the Savage Bird Cream FPVs giveaway. So like I said, my apologies. Everything should be a lot more stable now. How are you doing tonight, TJ? You doing good? Good, good. Just letting Martin know I'm back up. I'm really mad because I had a nice setup of a closer shot and everything for the build. But I will figure that out for next time. And I'll just end up continuing on the build. Yeah, I'm not doing bad. A little bit irritated in regards to OBS, but other than not bad. Get to work on building a drone and finishing it up. I don't have too much left to do. You got the VTX to solder on, the camera to solder. And then other than that, it's just buttoning it up because that's pretty much it. Binding it to the controller. That is it. So I really wish I had OBS working. Spent a little bit of time. And I think it's because the way I scheduled the event for the live was wrong. So I think it was actually my mistake in the end, but it is what it is. You live, you learn. And everybody makes these packages so tight. Golly. So what I'm working on here is a switchback build. These are T-Motor VLOX 2207s, and they are 2550 kV. And then last time, all I did was actually get the SC soldered up, soldered the XT60, tighten that all down. Got all the motor wires taped up, and the capacitor put on. Just wait for some more people to jump in here in regards to this giveaway. Hopefully Cream FPV, let me know if you're in here, brother. There he is. Good. Sorry, brother. Something happened with OBS, so I had to just revert back to the regular web camera. I'm really mad because I did want to do the actual lower shot as well, close to the build. So I don't know if I'm thinking about just rescheduling this, doing your giveaway, and then rescheduling this. I think it would be nice to have that lower shot. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is anybody going to stay with me after the giveaway for the build right today, or do you guys want me to redo it? I know a lot of you guys are probably here just for the giveaway, which is perfectly fine, which is awesome. Cream FPV is doing an awesome thing for the FPV community, giving back. That Savage Bird is super, super crazy. When you guys are going to have an excellent drone at home. I thought this was supposed to be the pad version. Yeah, it is. Good. I'm going to stay for the build. Dang, Scream. These wires are extremely long on this one. Give it a little bit more time. And then we'll go ahead and do the giveaway here. Super excited. And then for anybody else, too, there will be another big giveaway which I think I'm going to get all the information together in probably about a week or two, which is a lot of the stuff that you see over here. Pretty much anything on this table on the side right here, it's going to be a giveaway, which that's a session 5. There's a 20x20 full flight controller ESC combo. So make sure you're subscribed so you guys are aware of that as well. We're going to be doing more live streams, builds, all sorts of things. We're going to be doing some battery testing. But this is the I forgot what this is, the FD200, and it does 25 amps. So I'll be using it to test out the smaller Whoop batteries as well as the Cinewoop batteries. I got some other things coming up where I'm changing out the motors. Changing out the motors on my Cinewoop. And the Cinewoop motors, we're going from 1106. So there's a lot of different options between Cinewoop motors, which I think I talked about in the last live stream. But the option I went with was 1206. So right now, currently, there's 1106 on the Cinewoop. And these are 1206. So this should be a really good increase in regards to just motor stator volume. It's a lot bigger. Some people use 1404s. I think the 1206 is going to be a great complement to the Cinewoop because it does actually have a bigger stator volume than 1404s. So I went with I think these are the 3600 kV because I'll be running them on 4S. So right now I believe they are the 1106 3800 from LazyDayFPV. So I'll be changing those out in another live stream. And then also posting up some footage of that. I got some more freestyle footage coming up, some more mountain footage. If you guys haven't checked out my old vlog for the trip to Colorado, there's a lot of good mountain vlog footage from that from the long range, where we use these custom packs, where we ended up actually building a spot welder on the last live stream. We were building custom battery packs, lithium ion, as well as we were working on my friend Adam's plane, his FPV plane, which we'll be doing a long range project on that. So super excited about that. Like I said, make sure everyone's subscribed for everything. So I'm super excited about this long range project I got coming up. So super, super happy. Oh yeah, Martin, when I ran the Cinewoop, I forgot to press record. So I actually didn't get any of that footage, that flight, but it happens. So super excited about this. This is the MK2. Oh, darn, I forgot the name of the antenna, but all it is 4 sniper antennas in one, and this has a dB of 18.6, I believe. Don't quote me on that. It's made by TrueRC. If you want to look it up, it's a great, great antenna. It's a little pricey, but just for pushing the limits, this is kind of what you need, as well as this is the IBC helical antenna, or IBC crazy helical antenna or video aerial system. And this is, I believe, a 16.5 or a 15.5. Oh, I was still watching the other stream. Oh, sorry about that, brother. I had an issue with OBS, so I had to redo it. Next time I will get it working, so I'll actually have a low stream as well, or a low capture spot as well, so you can actually see the builds. And I believe this is a 15 or 16 turn helical antenna. So make sure you guys are subscribed. This is going to be a project that will be coming up. We're going to be doing some things with planes, some things with quads. I'm going to be pushing my 7-inch to the limit. And other people have seen it before, so I push my 7-inch to the limit. Ton of LEDs on it. This thing is a ripper. So I'm super excited for that project. Looks like we got a good amount of people in here. We'll be doing the drawing here shortly. See if we can get it up to 10. Everybody share the stream. Let's see if we can get it up to 10, and then we'll do the giveaway, and then we'll move on to the build. While we're waiting, I'm just going to go ahead and prep some of the wires and get ready. Definitely not going to need voltage sense because we're not going to run a voltage sense. We're going to be running an OSD. Got to keep those on. I'm going to end up shortening those 3. So right now all I'm doing is just shortening the wires because in this build it's extremely small. So you don't need much wire. So this wire comes with a lot more than what I'm used to in regards to this camera. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to scratch that. I'm actually going to use another camera I'm going to end up putting in this. It's still a Foxer Predator V5, but it is a plug version instead of the wire version. Give me 1 second. We got one person, and then we'll come back and we'll do the giveaway. main reason why I switched to this one is because it's the plug version. It'll be much easier. What's up, Gummy? How you doing today? Right now, I'm just getting prepared and everything to start the build. Soon I'll be doing the giveaway, and then I'll be getting right into the build. I don't have much more to go on. So it should be relatively quick and painless for the giveaway. Oh, there we go. We got 10. So once I find this cable, we'll go ahead and do the giveaway. Give me 1 minute to find the right cable I need. Out of the million cables, I know every person in the hobby probably has some sort of bucket. I think this is it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we are, oops, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Perfect. We're golden. Okay. Let's get on to this. 11. Perfect. Everyone's here for the giveaway. Hopefully they're safe for the build afterwards. As well, like I said, hopefully you guys are subscribed, have a lot of things upcoming. Got some long-range projects, got some other builds, some racing, a little bit of everything, some cinematic stuff coming up, some Cinewhoop stuff, all the way to Tiny Whoops. Got a new Tiny Whoop coming. Freestyle, pretty much anything. This is the other giveaway. Make sure you're subscribed for that. Now let's go ahead and get right in to Cream FPV's giveaway. Let's go ahead and refresh this Spin the Wheel app to make sure if there is any other entries. And what we are going to do is we're going to go ahead and spin this bad boy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get close by the camera just so that everybody sees it. Sorry about that. Okay. So hopefully everybody can see it. Okay, yeah. Let's go ahead and we're going to click spin and see who wins. This is for the Savage Bird giveaway by Cream FPV. Anthony Remo, you are the winner. Perfect. So Cream FPV will get in touch with you. Anthony Remo, you are the winner of the Savage Bee giveaway, or Savage Bird giveaway. My apologies, I said Savage Bee. So hopefully you enjoyed that, brother. Anthony Remo, you're very lucky. That thing is a ripper. I know if you've seen the video in regards to that, Martin has been ripping that thing up. So let's go ahead. Let's get started. Like I said, next time, I don't have much to do. I would like to postpone this and actually get the bottom stream working and everything. But we're going to go ahead and start anyways. Next time I'll get it working to make sure, like I said, I'll have more builds upcoming. I'll be doing the Cinewhoop stream here shortly. So hopefully you're subscribed. Like I said, stay subscribed in regards to this. You don't need to be subscribed, but my information is going to be posted on my Facebook as well as on my YouTube. So if you follow me, it's the easiest way, but it is as well. It's a free giveaway for all this stuff. So there's going to be no entry. You don't even need to be subscribed. We'll go over it at the end of the build real quick before I jump off. But like I said, I'll have more details in probably about 2 weeks. So just got to get everything together, figure out the platform I'm using for the giveaway just to make it easy. Like I said, it will be a free entry. So anybody can enter it, moms, brothers, daughters. I mean, anybody can really enter in it. There's no restrictions. If you have an email account, you can register and it will be free. So let's go ahead and get into it. What are we going to start with? So last time I ended it with soldering on the RX. That's all taken care of. I got the micro TX that I want to put on these. So I rip off the actual big long-range TX on these. But I ended up getting Pyro came in today. So I'm going to end up using these. These are Pyro's version. So the only difference is just orange. So I thought it was pretty cool, which I'll end up using this one today. What's everybody flying today? What's your guys' preferred flight, or what can you fly right now, especially if you're up north? I know with a lot of the snow, I love flying in the snow, but the only problem I find is when you crash, it's not that fun. So I grew up in Wisconsin, or grew up in Chicago, right outside of Chicago in a small little city. And we got a lot of snow, but I didn't fly drones until I actually moved up into Wisconsin. And I did fly, but I was always worried about crashing and never really pushed the limits kind of like I do now. So everyone share hopefully where you're from. Acro Be Light. Oh, that's a good one. Everyone's got to start somewhere. I remember my first drone I started out with a Indutrix FPV, the little red one, and then I moved up to the yellow one, the Indutrix FPV Plus. So the Mobula 6, that's a good one as well too. I'm actually holding off one of the drones that I'm waiting to get is the Newbie drone B-Brain Pro brushless. So they have the B-Brain brushless right now, but there's going to be a Pro version coming out soon. So I'm super excited to get that, and I've been waiting on that. But Mobulas are good. How do you like your Mobula? Does it handle good outside? Because the 6 is the 65 millimeter for the Mobula 6, and the Mobula 7 is the 75 millimeter. Let's strap those are on there. Let's throw this in there. That on there. There. Throw the VTX on real quick too. That's super, super simple. Throw the VTX. The VTX that I'm using in this build is the Nano, TBS Crossfire Nano. This is the version 1.1. This is the Pro 32, so it goes up to 500 milliwatts. So it's super strong, especially in the size that it is. I mean, it is extremely small. Everything from 31 millimeters to 3-inch props around my yard. Heck yeah, nice. So from now on. Is the video built in on that version? On the Newbie drone? Or is that one of those external ones? What type of issue are you having in regards to that? Are you having video issues going in and out? Just crappy video? It's a tank still standing. See, my problem I found when I got an FPV 3.5 years ago, 3 to 3.5 years ago. And when I was first flying, like I said, the main one was the Indutrix. There was other drones out there, but the main one everybody was going for was the Indutrix. The little yellow and red ones. And I flew that for probably close to 6 months. And I ended up breaking, I don't know how many frames. I can't even count. There was probably 15, maybe 20 frames that I went through in that time frame, just because it wasn't built really strong. And once you get just a little bit faster, you end up start smashing into walls. I actually ended up hitting my wife, which is not funny, but I ended up hitting my wife with the smaller drones. That's when I realized that drones can really cause some serious issues or some serious damage. So from then on, I was a lot more careful, but that was a learning lesson. Let's go ahead and we're going to side this up, but I use just little paper towels. Put it in between there to put it in the helping hands because these things have such small components. If you do not use it, these things will rip the components right off. We're going to do it from this side. 5 volts. Ground, smart audio, video, 5 volts. Perfect. Let's do this. Thank you, Cream. And I'm excited for that person to get their actual drone. I wanted to see some footage of them flying it. That'd be really cool. I love this TS100. This thing heats up so quick, especially with the 6S pack. I love running these custom lithium-ion packs because I don't have to do anything. I don't have to have a plug near me. It's super, super simple. It heats up super quick. I have a couple packs as well. I have 6S, 5S packs for lithium packs. You can run the lithium polymer packs on these, but it's just nice having the additional capacity because that is a 4,000 milliamp lithium-ion battery, so it is extremely big. Thank you, brother. Thank you, TJ. I'm glad. If you ever have any questions, just let me know. So it's something that I've recently stepped into more over the last probably 4 to 5 months. Like I said, I've been doing it. I've had anything from a 65 millimeter drone all the way up to a 7-inch. I'm looking to build a 10-inch. That'd be awesome. But the only problem I see with the 10-inch is I don't see that I have much purpose for a 10-inch. So then it kind of just comes, I want to build it because it's just fun. And then I got to explain it to the wife. So it doesn't really work out all the times. But eventually I may end up building a 10-inch That'd be awesome for being able to carry a heavier camera. Be able to get some really, really nice shots. But I am really impressed with that Cinewhoop from LazyDayFPV, that 95X or X95 version 3. The only thing I'm not happy with it in regards to that is the motors. I really think they should have went with 1404 motors. They went with 1206 or 1106. My apologies. I used to fly 1106 when I was flying 2.5 and 3-inch props 2 or 3 years ago. So they're great motors, but in regards to just the weight of the actual Cinewhoop, I think it only weighs, I think when I weighed it on stream, I think it was 178 or 180 grams. So it's not the heaviest of drones, but to move it with 1106 and they had 4 bladed props, it was just too much. Well, it is too much, not just too much. It is too much. So, I mean, you can fly it, but the flight characteristics and trying to keep level with it is not easy. So you have to really mess with the throttle a lot, which, I mean, it's not that bad technically. If you make a custom throttle curve, it'd probably make it a little bit easier. Built the Beast class. Yeah, Beast class would be nice, but also too, how much use would a Beast class be? Because, I mean, there's only so many places that you'd be able to fly that thing because it's so quick. Plus, as well, the batteries are so darn expensive at that point. I mean, they're expensive. Don't get me wrong. They're expensive with 10-inch drones because I would be building a lot of custom battery packs. It wouldn't be as expensive. So I'd probably build some big 3S or 6S 3P packs. So it'd probably be like 12,000 milliamps, 14,000 milliamps, 6P packs or 8P pack or 8S packs. So don't really know. I was thinking I'd probably go with some 3213s or even 3220s or something like that. The nice part about this Pyro 20x20 stack is the VTX and the camera and pretty much everything on it is plug and play. So it's super, super simple. It's a great stack for the 20x20 builds. The RX even solders right on top. Kind of probably can't see it. I wish I had the closer view. But it sandwiches right on top there. So it's super, super convenient. One thing, too, to recommend is always, if you have any connectors that are going in, VTX, RX, anything, what I would do is definitely recommend to hot glue them because they will come out. Doesn't matter how tight they are connected, they will end up coming out. So let's go ahead and move on to the camera. And then it's really just buttoning everything up. Like I said, this portion wasn't going to be too long. So I was excited about having the downwards view, but it is what it is. The antenna that I will be using is going to be the Lumineer Micro. This guy is extremely skinny. I think it's 30 centimeters. Extremely skinny. So in total, this build should be probably right around 280, 270 grams. Let's go ahead and shorten up the camera lead, which the camera lead is. Oh, they don't have the camera lead. Oh, it's right here. No. That's the one that I chose. Let's throw that. We'll use that. That's fine. All right, perfect. So this is voltage, negative, video. Perfect. It's nice. They actually write everything on the boards. You know what's really nice is one of my favorite. Thanks, Gummy. Like I said, look out in about 2 weeks. There's going to be a lot of information about a huge giveaway. In total, there's going to be 8 winners. So there's 8 different prizes. And it's not going to be like first, second, or third. You're just going to be able to choose. You're going to be, if you're chose first, you're going to get your first option, so on and so forth. So just to give back to FPV community. Thank you, everybody that has subscribed. And like I said, I have a ton of content that will be coming up. All we do is have time now, so I may as well share some of the crazier, stupid things that I'm doing. Why not? Hopefully bring somebody enjoyment out there, kind of with everything going on. You get to kind of relax. This is one of the things that I like to do to relax is build drones. I think this is like my third or fourth build in the last 2 months. So what I've been doing is working on building up my little racer fleet. So this is another one, very same motors, or the same motors, 2207, but this is a 6S build. So all I'm doing right now is I'm just twisting up the wires. I'm going to cut the wires shorter so that I can solder them together. We don't need the voltage sense. Some people do use voltage sense, but I mean most boards have built-in OSDs nowadays, so you don't need voltage sense. And then we got the video, ground, and power. Super, super simple. I cut an extra one here I didn't need. There we go. What's everyone's favorite type of flying right now? Do you like just cruising, freestyle? I know some people like to just get out there and just cruise around the trees, which is really fun to do as well. What's everyone's favorite style or preferred style? Or even that, to add on top of that, what's your favorite style to watch online? That'll be interesting to know. I know some people personally are sick of FPV videos. Some people don't like FPV videos anymore. Some people like cinematic videos. Some people really hate the cinematic videos too, especially with stabilization. Some people really have a hatred towards stabilization. Nobody wants to say anything? No responses? That's fine. Let's go ahead and move on. We're going to get the soldering geared for the ground. And I will just end up wrapping them with electrical tape. A small piece of electrical tape is super, super easy after I solder them together. So all I'm doing is just twisting them, and then I'm going to solder them directly together. And it'll be perfect. I'm bad out of hell. I know, Cream. You be sending it, brother. Oh, man, I wish we had some footage of you to this weekend. You were sending your drone smoking across the parking lot. That was super cool. There we go. Let's go. Next one. FPV is life. I completely agree. So what are your guys' thoughts also with all the stuff going on with remote ID? I mean, because that is a potential to change some of the things, or even make it even, what is the word for it? Make the fines greater as well, too, the more penalties not complying. Because I know a lot of people are like, I mean, they're not going to comply with everything. But I mean, at a point, it's going to become so policed or regulated that, I mean, you're going to have people in the everyday just calling in regards to if they see people flying, because they're going to know that it's just not permitted under certain regulations. Or, I mean, it kind of stinks because it's just really the airspace at that altitude, anything really below 400 feet, really nothing exists there. What I mean by nothing exists is really nothing's in the airspace besides poles, buildings, birds, signs, such like that. But so I don't understand why it's such a big concern to have anything, even if they made it a 200 or even a 300 limitation for FPV. You would think that would be good enough. But now they want to introduce this remote ID stuff. And I mean, I understand regulation, I believe, is important because there are a bunch of drones and there are people that do not safe things with drones and give a lot of the people in the hobby that actually genuinely are safe with it. I mean, because like any hobby is dangerous too. If you look at an RC car, a lot of those RC cars, if you took an RC car into somebody, that thing would hurt somebody pretty serious. So, I mean, a drone is really not anything different than just an RC car. So I don't understand why there's so much of a fuss around it, especially with people who don't like them. There's a community around people who hate drones too as well. All right, so that's taken care of. We're going to end up wrapping those with electrical tape. If I can find my electrical tape. Doop, 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 doop. Oh, it's right in front of me. Everybody probably saw this right in front of me too. Oh yeah, I got to get you that information, Kareem. It's super, super easy. So, huh? Oh, okay. Hold on 1 second. Right back. My apologies. I had to tell my daughter, man, I'm just hitting everything. That part 107 a.m. for 2 more cycles. So I like dangerous things. Dangerous things are fun. That thinks that some of the funnest things in life are dangerous. The wheel will spin again, and we'll spin the wheel again. Speech to text is stupid. I hear you. I use it all the time, and it ends up biting me in the butt. See, I'll get you that book, Cream, and then you can start studying for that, brother. But yeah, it's super, super simple. There, I can walk you through the process for where you got to go. But I would definitely recommend to get it. I think it was $160 is what I ended up paying. So it wasn't too bad. Hey, Bobby FPV, how you doing? Right now, I'm just working on a switchback build, brother. We just ended up doing a giveaway for Cream FPV. And Anthony Romo was the winner of the Savage Bee, which is the creation that Cream FPV made up as his giveaway. So hope your day is going good, buddy. Glad you jumped in, man. Thank you. Like I said, I'm pretty much done in regards to soldering everything soldered up. So now it's just ended up buttoning everything up, heat shrinking, zip tying, all that fun stuff. Doing some hot glue. So not too many things left to do. Gonna end up buttoning up here. We'll talk about the giveaway for the upcoming giveaway in about 2 weeks. And then I'll leave you guys at that for the rest of your day. Let me go ahead and get the hot glue plugged in. Look at that. Everybody doing? All right, so what I'm doing right now is I'm just gluing my actual ESC and flight controller wires in. The actual ribbon, not the ribbon cable technically, but the cable in between them, because they will pop right off. Like I said, next time I go on my stream, I'll have everything fixed so OBS will actually work. And then I'll have the downward angle, as well as there may even be a third angle. We'll throw some other things in there for doing the live streaming. And I think there may even be a guest. Peter FPV is talking about jumping on the next stream. Cream FPV is talking about jumping on a stream too as well. Acro be in the house. That's got to be awesome to fly the Acro be in the house. The last hot glue is stick too. Use that to push it down. There we go. You don't need much. I'm just doing a small little layer over the top, just really to help with the vibration and keep it from popping out. So you don't need much, just a little on the top. Got it. Let's fold this bad boy over. And then we're going to end up, actually, before we fold it over, we're going to throw on the little PyroStack Micro TX antenna. Let's grab some heat shrink. That creamsicle drone build. And I should have added the actual orange antenna on the creamsicle build. This is a nice build. This is the last build that I actually did live stream. It is a beautiful build. And this is, like I said, one of the collection of my fleet. I had to run these side braces, which are a little bit different on the Switchback than running these braces. These are actually like the thick. These are the BFGs, and these are just the actual side braces. So you can run it naked. A lot of people do run it naked, but I crash a lot, so I think that having the extra protection or the actual structural support is important. So to spend a couple extra dollars, especially if you're going to crash. If you're a first-time racer, I mean, this is definitely the frame that I would recommend for you with the PyroStack, the 20x20 stack. Most of the racers I know run this stack, and it is bulletproof. I mean, I've seen people crash this drone extremely hard and pretty much end up with no problems with the drone. But I also have seen people hit a metal fence and completely split the drone in half. So other than that, though, it is a very, very strong drone frame. This is the Switchback 533 Pro with the Pyro Drone 20x20 stack with the 35 amp F7 flight controllers, paired with the Nano SR, the TBS Nano 1.1 version, and the Foxer V5. So I'm going to run my antenna like how I did in the other one where I ran it right in the top. I mounted it right in the top in the middle, which you can't really see because it's so small. There you go. I ran it right in the top in the middle, so I'll be doing the same thing. The hot glue is for the connectors. So the actual connectors, the actual cable that goes in between the ESC and the flight controller. So it makes it super simple. Oh, I'll build your drones, brother. Just hit me up, TJ. And I have no problem. We can talk about what you'd like to build. I have no problem building. I'll live stream it for you so you can end up seeing the whole build, and I can end up sending it to you, man. So just let me know. Hit me up on my Facebook, Kevin Marshall, or you can probably find it under LazyDay. There it is, the heat shrink. So hit me up, man. I have no problem building any drones. I know that Cream FPV is going to be doing some other giveaways here shortly too as well. So make sure you're subscribed to him. I'll be doing some micro builds for him that he'll be doing giveaways for. So that's super cool. Yeah. Well, I've had a couple issues. Even when the connectors on these boards, because these are so small boards, the connectors are extremely small. The issues I've seen, even if they move like just a half a millimeter, you'll start having issues with your video, like grounding out. So you'll start having lines in your video, as well as, I mean, your drone can just completely drop out of the air. So yeah, it just makes it super simple, as well as then you don't got to rip your stack apart. Yeah, will do, brother TJ. That's what I got to order more of. I got to order more of heat shrink because now I am very limited. Well, actually, now saying that, the Nano RX should come with heat shrink itself. So where is my Nano RX? Probably threw it out. Wait one sec. Here we go. There we go. 8 people. What's up, Nick? How you doing? Joseph? There we go. That's what I was looking for. I don't have the right size heat shrink today, so we'll just be running that one. Like I said, I'm putting the actual Pyrodrone micro receiver on here instead of the regular micro receiver just because it's orange and it looks really cool. So slap that bad boy on there. But yeah, TJ, if you're serious, man, hit me up. I have no problem doing that. I end up building too many drones, so I have no problem building one. Build some freestyle. Got a couple of freestyle ripper here. This one's been through it. So it's been through it. This is the Get Mark IV. One of the ones I'm really excited about, which I'll be posting about, is the FedEx build that I have. So I have a FedEx/Betaflight build. So I merged them. And you can do that. I mean, it's just an ESC protocol. So, I mean, it's not anything new. People have done that before. But it'd be cool in regards to being able to have the ability for pass-through. So I'm going to be getting in contact with the developer to see if it'd be possible to get that pass-through working for Betaflight. Those FedEx ESCs are extremely strong ESCs. They're built really good. The hardware they're using is just leaps and bounds ahead of the BL Heli's 32s or even the S's. Well, I'm sorry, 32s are better than the S's. Yeah, so I'm just going to wrap the cord around and then mount it right on top of the RX here after I heat shrink it. So what I'll end up doing is putting a little hot glue on the top of that guy just to make sure that doesn't come off. And then I end up just wrapping it with the heat shrink. Ooh-wee. There we go. Anybody up to? Work area so clean. Yeah, this is not clean. It was worse earlier. I had to clean everything off for the stream. So, I mean, everything just gets piled on top of the other. I finished my last build, which is that creamsicle, and then the build before that, like last week. So there is things everywhere, usually. So I actually ended up, I need to get a bigger workshop or a bigger setup. I need to get the backdrop. And this is a big, I don't think this is actually for, no. You know what? This is actually for the, yeah, that's for the Nano, TBS Nano VTX. Hold on one second. Let me find the right packaging. Yeah, whatever. Okay. We'll just use a different piece of. Got to make a reminder. Order more heat shrink. We'll just use this guy. This guy should work. Nope. Yep. I'm always pushing stuff aside. Constantly. You working on anything new, buddy? Got any new builds around the corner? Man, I just do not have the perfect size. I hate that I have every other size. That's good enough. Every other size heat shrink besides the one I need. It's the way it always seems. Yeah, so that's the session 5. So that's going to be in one of the giveaways, buddy. So I'm going to be doing a huge giveaway. Like I said, the details will be at the end of the stream in regards to that. For some of the details, I'll have the full information linked. It's going to be just as a give back to the FPV community. There's going to be no subscription required. It's going to be free entry for anybody. So literally, moms, dad, brothers, sisters, anybody can enter. As long as you have an email account, you'll be able to enter. But yes, it's a session 5. There is a Foxer Predator V4. Come on. Make this a little shorter. Foxer Predator V4. There's custom sets of hex tools from RJX Hobby. They are a custom set, as well as a 6S balance board, a Vanny race frame. Nice. Yeah, I got to make the jump over to digital. So I still have not, just because I have most of my fleet or all of my fleet in analog. So, I mean, to really make the jump doesn't seem to make sense right now at this point. I did do Cream's giveaway yet, Nick. So the winner was Anthony Romo, I believe. Don't quote me on that. The name might be wrong, but I believe it was, I think it might still be here on my phone. So my apologies. Yep, Anthony Remo. My apologies. I'm butchering the name there. Anthony Remo was the winner of that. So, all right. Let's go ahead. That's all popped in there. Let's melt it. Yeah, the custom hex sets are awesome. So there's 2 sets that there's going to be. That's one. As well as this. They're all drilled out. So, yeah, Cream FPV rigs are durable. I'm going to be ended up building some of him for him. So they're back up there, as well as there's like a 20 by 20 stack, which is a full flight controller ESC combo for somebody. There is the Foxer Predator V4 camera. And then there is the Session 5, or the Session 5, as well as there's some custom straps here that are 350 millimeter straps that are rubber Kevlar. They're super, super nice, especially for long range quad. That was the issue I always had, was finding the right actual prop, or the right, not prop, sorry. Finding the right strap for my long range batteries, because they were so hard to fit on the 7-inch. So now with these RJX custom straps, 350 millimeters, they're perfect. So they'll run the actual big lithium ion packs all day. Because this is a small one. This is just a 6S 1P. My 5S 2P, my 6S 2P are inside, which are much, much bigger for the frame. So like I said, we're just going to end up twisting the cable and just running it pretty much right on top of it. Just loop the cable right on top. Really can't see that good. I wish I had that close angle, but like I said, next time, my next build will be much better, much closer. So, but like I said, I just twisted it and wrapped it right back on top of the stack. It's only a super short cable. We're going to end up throwing the actual camera in the housing. Not much more to go. This build came together relatively pretty quick. What's up, Peter? Glad you joined us, brother. How was your day? Did you have a good one? That was sad that we didn't get to fly this weekend, Peter. Looked like that spot was super, super dope. Yeah, we should definitely do a meetup, Peter, Bubby. That'd be awesome, buddy, to do a meetup with you. The nice part about this stack, or the nice part about this frame, is you can pop off one of the sides of the camera and kind of use it as like a swivel or a door. So you can tuck all your wires in nice. Tuck all your wires nice and in there. End up keeping, the only thing that stinks is I wish by default most camera companies would leave their OSDs off, but they do not. So something that we must live with for now. Those wires right up top, and like I said, it just works as like a little swivel right there in the front. All you gotta do is just take one side out. It allows you to push your cables back in there and then just pop it right on top. So it's super, super easy, convenient. There we go, perfect. Just make sure you don't squash your actual ESC wires or any of your other wires. Just make sure they actually have enough room to move, because it is a very, very, very tight build. There we go. I'm mad right now. My 3D printer's down. I am in the, thank you, buddy. So my 3D printer's down right now. I'm actually in the process of fixing the bed, upgrading the bed. The wire broke for the heating, so it doesn't heat. So all my parts are actual elephant footing off the actual bed. And the one thing I actually got to do to make sure before I actually hot glue this, one thing to make sure before you hot glue your actual TBS Nanos, or a lot of the TBSs, they come locked and you have to unlock them first. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna end up building it, putting it all together, finalizing it, which I mean, it's pretty much there. And then I got to end up printing the little antenna holder. I don't print an actual holder for the VTX. Since it's so small, keeping it wound up there, and the cable is only 40 millimeters. After using the hot glue and the heat shrink, the antenna kind of pretty much holds it right on top of there. So I just leave it sandwiched in between the top there. I don't run into any issues with vibration. This flight controller is really good at isolating or removing the vibration. If you have your filtering set up correctly, I really never run into any issues with vibration on this frame. So I'm super happy I ended up moving to it. I used to fly Catalyst Machine Works, and I love their frames. My main issue with them was the front brace. I always kept breaking on them. So I had a good 3 or 4. This is another one of my builds over here. This is just missing a camera. But this is the Catalyst Machine Works 5-inch racer, which it's nice. It's great. It flies really good. But in regards to tightness or hold in the line, I feel like the Switchback frame holds it really well. I don't know if it's just psychosomatic or if it's in my brain that it makes it feel like it holds the line better, but I guess it's regardless if it's in your brain or not. Who's going to Rampage? I would like to go to Rampage, but I think with everything going on this year, I think I'm just going to not go. When is Rampage coming? Or when is Rampage? That was a technical difficulty, Cream, though. You got to try it again, brother. And you also weren't using a race drone. You were doing your freestyle drone. So that doesn't really count. Rampage. May 15th to the 17th. Oh, so it's coming up really soon, actually. See, my problem with that was just the waiting. So the flying, the area is extremely awesome. Just the fact of going there, I mean, meeting everybody in the sport or the hobby would be very fun to do. But, I mean, how long are you usually waiting? Because, I mean, I've never been there. I've only heard reports from people, which, I mean, you never know if they're good or bad. Kevin Marshall. If you look me up, I'm on Facebook. You might be able to find it under LazyDayFPV, but it's Kevin Marshall, brother. Man, these stacks are just extremely tight, which I love about them. They're a really nice build. They come out really clean. Like I said, I'm just going to end up throwing the actual little nano receiver right there. And that's pretty much it. Once I said, like, I unlock the VTX tomorrow and I print the actual top hat for the VTX or the actual VTX antenna, that will pretty much be it. So everything's slapped together. All I got to do is configure it, dump a default tune on this, and then I'll be good to take it out. Since it has the same motors and these are pretty much identical frames, or these are identical frames, besides for the bracing, I shouldn't really need to do anything. It should really fly straight right out of the box. So I'm super, super happy about that. May 20th, brother. Birthday is coming up, Peter. How old are you turning? Yeah, these frames are extremely stiff. Next time that we meet up, Peter, like I said, I want to go to a field, and then you can end up ripping one of these things. Like I said, I'll even let you mate in the 6S drone. I'll let you mate in Creamsicle, which is a 6S drone. These are 1950 2207 motors. I'll let you mate in this one, brother, for the first time that you actually hit up a racetrack. So this thing will stick. I will have to tune it first. Like I said, I only really have a good default tune for 4S because that's all I've really been running a lot. Once I actually get my speed up and everything good at racing, then I'll move up to 6S, but I haven't really felt a need for it to actually increase. But I mean, what I may be doing is going to 5S too as well. 31. Dang, brother, you are old. I just turned 30 this year. So I'm over the hump now. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? Any information? Build's done. Got to configure that. End up throwing the little unicorn horn on there to actually keep it off the ground. I really like these little unicorn horns. Throw a little battery strap, or the battery strap on the bottom, as well with the little suction, or not little suction. What are these things called? The little UMA grips. TBS makes them as well. 3M makes a brand of these. These things are awesome. Yeah, I wish I would have gotten to FPV when I was 16, buddy. I wish I would have. That would have been awesome. Well, I don't think it was really around that. Well, it might have been around back then. I don't think at that point. Just turned 53. Thank you for joining us, Drone Maniacs. We're just coming to an end here. Yeah, he does fly like a savage. You are crazy. He is crazy. So he's around a great group of guys too. So, I mean, just the talent rubs off. I mean, skill, you got all a great group of guys that can answer a bunch of questions. That's awesome, man. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll just wrap it up here. We'll end up talking, like I said, the giveaway here on the right, we'll have more details about in 2 weeks. So all of this stuff up here, we'll have it laid out. You'll be able to choose exactly what you want to win. And what I mean by that is you'll have a priority. You'll have the option, or you'll have to put each item in priority of which item you want. And depending on if you are chosen as the winner and which winner you are chosen as depends on which item you get. So the items that you can win, there's going to be 2 sets of custom hex. These are 1.5 to 3 millimeters. They're really nice. They're drilled through. So they're super, super light. Like I said, I'm going to post it on my social media. Anybody can enter it. Just to give back to FPV community. Nobody has to subscribe to it. There's not going to be any subscription required. If you want to really just pay attention to it, you can follow me on my social media at Kevin Marshall. You may be able to find it as LazyDayFPV, or you can subscribe, like I said, to get the information about it. But like I said, I will be posting on my social media, which I know a lot of people follow the Facebook groups. Another giveaway, another winner will be getting 6 straps, and these are 350 millimeter rubber Kevlar straps by RJX Hobby. They are really strong, really good for long range. If you're trying to strap a quad to your backpack, they're really, really good for that. It is Session 5, so it will come with everything you need, a 32 gigabyte card to get started with, the cables, the little actual connector and everything, and this is the Session 5. A little goggle straps. This is a Torval goggle straps. Just a little funny cartoon one. It's got some buildings, a little 3D printer on here, I believe. There's a little drone, but it's just a pretty cool little goggle strap. And this will work for most standard goggles. Next thing is a Predator V4 Micro. Great camera. I mainly run the V5s now just because the V4s are pretty much the same cost. This is the SkyStar, I believe. Yep, SkyStar is 20 by 20 racer build. So if somebody's looking to do a racer build and doesn't, wants to get a good place to start, this is a great ESC flight controller combo. I believe this is an F7. Yes, F7 flight controller combo, flight controller ESC combo, and it does have LEDs on the side too, which make it really cool. So it can light up. You can change the colors of them. It's a great 20 by 20 stack for a racer build. The only thing I would say though is this stack does not fit in the Switchback frame. So the actual poles are a little bit too short. You can grind down the actual insides, or you grind down the actual pads on the ESC if you want, which I was going to do, but I just thought it was easier just to leave it the same. So I will be giving that away. That'll be one of the items. And the last item is a JBS 6S parallel charger. So it's great for charging up quick. I use one of these sometimes. I mainly like to charge my batteries single just for safety reasons as well, just having them all, octopused into this because I usually have a lot of extensions that come out of this. I just find it easier to charge regular. But this is a brand new JB one that I didn't use. I bought it for as the giveaway to give away to you guys. But like I said, you don't need to subscribe. If you want to follow my social media, the information will be posted on there. You can subscribe because I will be posting information in some of my upcoming videos. I'll be going live stream a couple more times this week. Doing some battery testing, as well as we'll be looking at changing out some Cinewoop motors. Probably doing some live stream in regards to flying. So I'll be actually live streaming the actual VTX signal to you guys. So that'll be pretty cool. Get all that running. Thank you for the hat, or thanks in regards to the hat. The hat is awesome. Pyro is really, really good. I ordered on Friday, ended up getting everything on Monday. So their shipping was extremely good, even though I am really close. Just their turnaround time of getting the stuff out the door is exceptional. So I'm really, really happy to have them close by us in Arizona, and I can just order anything I really need. But it's kind of a bad thing too, in the sense of being able to order anything you need. So, but yeah, hopefully you guys stay tuned. Got some good things upcoming, some long range stuff. Just some random stuff too. I can't even really think off the top of my head. Do some VelociDrone streaming, bring this into the actual house, set it up in my room, in my office, do some 3D printing material or content, do some family vlogs with I love to introduce, or I love to really bring my family into it. My wife's learning to fly, as well as my daughter. I'll be getting a build up for her soon. So it's going to be really a family thing where all of us are into it and kind of just sharing the experience along the way. So should be interesting. So hopefully you guys are subscribed. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today, learned something. I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you for stopping by. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in. I'll stay on for a couple more minutes. Clean up my actual workspace. All the actual junk. Continue with so many extra screws. One thing I'm excited for, my buddy Adam, he's building a plane, which is kind of what sparked the long range interest, as well as to see how far I can push my 7-inch drone. So that's super excited to kind of see kind of what the limitations. I know 5.8 gigahertz is not the ideal bandwidth in regards to if you're trying to do long range, but I am not trying to go that crazy. I'm just kind of trying to see what it works. Thanks, brother. Hopefully we get to fly this Sunday, Peter. And then next time my stream is running, hopefully I'll have both cameras up. So, well, I should have both cameras up. I will not go live streaming again until I get that working, so that I'll have a closer angle as well of the build. So you guys can kind of see a little bit more what I'm doing. If you have any questions in regards to tips, tricks, and you may be having problems with drones configurations, you know, just let me know, brother. Stick time. No, to be honest, it really is just stick time, TJ. As much as you can get. What I would say, to be honest with you, is, do you have VelociDrone at all? That's good to go. That's another M4. Oh, I got another build I forgot too that's coming up with Cream FPV's custom frame. So he's building a 4.8-inch frame, and it's going to have the special edition. These are Brother Hobby 2207.5 1920 kV special edition motors with the green and orange. They're beautiful motors. This will be on another build coming up here soon. This is going to be Cream's 4.8-inch frame, so I'm super excited to do that. Darren Sim on Xbox. Yeah, if you get it to where, can you plug your controller into the Xbox, your actual RC controller, or do you have to use the controller, the actual Xbox controller for that? This is... But VelociDrone is definitely what you would want to download. It is great. I've tried all the simulators, and that is what I would stick with. Definitely hands down one of the best. I do like the other ones too. They do have nice maps, but in regards to just the feel of the drone, it feels the most locked in. So it's definitely the best for me. Yeah, the computer's the best option. And let me know your username. Next time, hopefully you jump in here, type in your username and such. We can meet up on there, because I'll be doing live streams of VelociDrone as well. So if you ever want to be a guest for that too, just let me know. We can make that done. Yep, VelociDrone, VELAC. D-R-O-N-E. Yep. All right, perfect, DJ. Well, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you for stopping by. It was fun having you guys and keep me company. You guys have a great week. I'll probably catch you, TJ Hamilton Vlestron, I think. Yeah, VLOCIDRON. Thank you, buddy. I will catch you guys probably, what's today? Tuesday? Yeah, today's Tuesday. Probably catch you guys Friday. I don't think I have anything going on Friday or Saturday, so I'll end up streaming the Cinewhoop. So I'll post all the information on my social if you guys want to follow me, Kevin Marshall, as well as you can subscribe, and that will post that as well, and I'll put a schedule out. So there will be a schedule out soon for my daily or my weekly live streams. So you guys have a great one.